championship. He's hoping to get a crack at another one. Last year they got there and they got thumped by Florida. It's still very much fresh, I think, in the players' minds, although Coach Tressel has said, we got to put that behind us. We have to worry about Illinois, then we'll worry about Michigan, then we'll worry about the rest. And for Ron Zook, he's done a remarkable job in his third year resurrecting the Illinois program, has them at 7-3. They can get third place in the Big Ten by themselves if they can pull the upset here today and then beat Northwestern next week in the season capper for them in the battle in Illinois. So we get set for the Fighting Illini. They came close last year. Can they win it this year? We welcome those of you that might be watching us on ESPN instead of our ABC affiliates around the Midwest. Brad Nessler, Bob Greasy, Paul McGuire, Bonnie Bernstein, and 111,000 of our closest Buckeye friends, all clad in scarlet and gray, as they hope their team can go to 11-0, and the Illini are the team in their way. 2 hurdles left, boys, and then maybe it's another shot at the national championship. Klomoski's got it teed up as Ohio State won the toss, and they want the football, and that means Ray Small. And we're underway in Columbus. Short kick. It'll be fielded way up at the 13 by Brandon Sane. And the good part about the short kick, it was high and it was excellent coverage. And the Illini stop him short of the 25-yard line. So Todd Beckman, the guy that Bob just talked about, will bring him out. He's not a young guy by any stretch. He gray-shirted, then red-shirted. He's a 23-year-old junior out of St. Henry, Ohio. But he's, as Bob said, been perfect. You can't do any better than 10-0.
Yeah, the numbers are good. 10-0. He's started 10 ball games, and he's won every one. He was the backup for the last couple of years to Troy Smith.
Beanie Wells, the single setback as Ohio State starts with a 2 tight end offense at their own 24-yard line. But it's Beckman to throw on first down, and he wants it all, and he's got a man wide open. Brian Hartline down the sideline. Hartline dragged out of bounds at about the 13. Justin Harrison saved a touchdown, 65 yards on the opening play.
And I've said all week, and I've said for the last few weeks, that I think Jim Tressel is the best offensive coordinator around because he gets plays called at the right time, and that certainly was a very good play.
Longest play allowed by the Illini defense this year. And now Wells hitting the backfield, bounces it outside. Beanie, touchdown! 76 yards in 2 plays. Extra point by Pretorius is good. Petria will kick. Aurelius Ben is back deep with Vontae Davis, who will take this one at the 2. And Davis tripped almost on his own, it appeared, as he got maybe out to the 17-yard line. Let's check in with the guys in the studio. Right now it's the Buckeyes facing Illinois' offense for the first time, and Juice Williams play action. Wants to throw off the run and does, and it's incomplete. Got his man in the hands and couldn't hold it. Juice Williams, Isaiah Williams, if you will.
Wait a minute now. If you're a quarterback, you don't want to have Dick Butkus as your idol.
Well, that means he's a tough guy.
Well, he's a tough guy. That's true.
Second down at 10. This time in the spread. And the counter coming back the other way, wide open field. Daniel Dufresne. Dufresne trying to outrun the angles. Inside the 30, 20, all the way down to the 3-yard line. The ball came out at the end. Ohio State's got it, but I think the ground caused it.
No, it came out when he hit the ground. The ball's going to be marked at the 3-yard line.
What a run.
What a big play for the Illini.
At the end of the play, going down. Oh, maybe it did come out.
They better get this ball snapped quickly.
Better hurry. Juice Williams. Is he going to get the snap? Oh, boy, you don't want a long count here. First and goal, and he fumbled it. Found control to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. Uamanamunui. Touchdown. How about Michael? Mike. Uh-oh.
That ball came out, and it was a fumble.
Extra point is up and good. 2 plays on the other side. 65-yard pass and an 11-yard touchdown run by Beanie Wells. And here's another kickoff. This one to Ray Small at the 5. And Small out to about the 24, maybe the 25-yard line.
The offensive line at Ohio State has always been strong, even since before I played here. They've done a terrific job of opening up holes for Chris Beanie Wells and protecting Todd Beckman so that he could get the ball downfield to our outstanding receivers.
And they already have done that to Brian Hartline on their first drive. They start again at the 24-yard line. Beanie Wells got a yard or two, and that's about it.
On the defensive line, we're led by Chris Nola, a.k.a. Sino. He's from Cincinnati. He's playing his home state today. To my left, we've got weak side linebacker Antonio Steele, the man of steel. And to my right, strong side linebacker Britt Miller. They call him Britt the Hit. In the secondary, we're led by Kevin Juice Mitchell. We bring the pain in Champaign.
Well, we'll see if they bring any pain in Columbus today. Second down and 8. Beckman completes it. And it's going to be very close to a first down. It's Brian Hartline again. He might have it, but I don't think so. Kevin Mitchell.
Yeah.
Third down, less than a yard. Beckman at 6'6" and 245. Takes it for the first down at the 35-yard line. First down at the 35. Wells, this time they wrap him up nicely. Big problem with their offense maybe is Beanie Wells just came off holding his right wrist or thumb, and Maurice Wells comes in to take his spot. Beckman, and in trouble on a crossing pattern. He got rid of the ball somehow as he was being swarmed under, and he got it to Brian Rubisky for about a 3-yard gain. Brandon Sane in as a 5th receiver basically, and the shotgun is Beckman on 3rd and 7. Todd sidesteps the pressure. Now he's going to run with it. He's got a first down and a bunch more. Beckman down the sideline showing great wheels for a big guy inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A career long, as a matter of fact, 23-yard run to the 39. Play action. Beckman might want it all. In trouble. Again, he got the crossing pattern on the fly. It's a big tight end, Ballard. And Ballard's got it down to the 17-yard line. 4 wide out group, but it's going to be a draw play to Mo Wells. Maurice Wells trying to cut it outside, and he's going to be dropped for a loss by Justin Sanders to New Orleans for the national championship. Second down, 12. Toss sweep to Wells. Mo Wells inside the 10. He's gone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Look at the hole on the right-hand side. It is unbelievable. And they not only block guys, but they put them on the ground. Watch this.
That's the center and the right guard, Cordell and Person, both pulling for Wells.
Pretorius extra point is good.
One of them brings a big load, the other one is a guy you got to look for.
The kickoff goes to the 7. Aurelius Band, great speed, look out. And he gets out to the 31-yard line. First down, Illinois at the 32-yard line. In the spread, here's the option. And the pitch to Mendenhall. And everybody waiting for him. Coleman led the charge. And then Laurinaitis came up to help clean up.
On offense, it starts up front with the offensive line anchored by Martin O'Donnell. At receiver, you have to watch out for Aurelius Ben. And in the backfield, you got to watch out for big play threats, Isaiah Juice Williams and Rashard Mendenhall.
Now the pass completed on to Kyle Hudson. 4 wideouts on third down. Williams has time, runs out of time, and down he goes. Larry Grant.
Williams up into the pocket.
Santella to punts. Hartline waits under it at the 25, and he is dropped in his tracks. Nice coverage down there by the special teams, and Britt the Hit and Miller, the linebacker, made the stop. 14-7 Buckeyes. Beanie's back in there now. Crossing route. Hartline. Perfect strike from Beckman. The ball came out at the end, but it's going to be completed to the 40-yard line. Beckman's 5 for 5. Here's Wells. Wraps both arms around the football. And I think just with that carry, guys, you can see that he's favoring his right hand.
They could barely get it over. 2 people had to slip it over, and then they taped the thumb again over the glove. And basically, they just want to limit that mobility as much as possible so he doesn't hurt it further.
Right now, he's telling him, hey, I can't do this. You got to take some of this tape off.
Ballard, the tight end, comes back in. Beckman's all alone in the backfield. The quick slant. Oh, and the ball out. Incomplete. Third down and 8. Illini going to bring some pressure this time. Beckman flushed down the sideline. It's intercepted. What a great catch. Defensively, it's DeRay Hicks.
Boy, DeRay Hicks, you talk about play the ball. Beckman never really gets himself set to throw the ball with any authority. And Hicks is watching him all the way Just take a look at number 28 is Hicks. Now, see him sitting in there? Watch him just drop back. He's walking, look at the ball. Now he's going to make a play on it. Up in the air, times it perfectly.
Now let's see if the Illini offense can take advantage of it. Williams going to keep it himself.
Defensively, Vernon Golston leads the front four that really gets after the quarterback. And linebacker James Laurinaitis is one of the best in the nation. I certainly wouldn't have wanted to play against him. And in the secondary, they do a terrific job of defending the run and covering the pass. They are the full package.
And Williams on the option. The pitch. Mendenhall's trapped in the backfield. They're trying not to waste that interception by Hicks, but now it's 3rd down and 12. Here comes the blitz on Williams. Hangs in and throws, and he got it complete to Hudson, and it's a 1st down.
That's a big-time play right there. He waited. He says, come on, get open. I can't wait much longer, and he got him the ball.
On 3rd and 12, they got 14. Now they go back to the ground to Mendenhall, and he got it to the 40-yard line. 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter, but now the Illini are trying to even things off and take advantage of an interception a couple of minutes ago. Williams, he'll keep it this time on the option, and he might have 10 or 11 more. 1st down, Illinois. Illinois barely giving the chain gang enough time to move the sticks. Mendenhall is going backward again. So they've got his number. They know they've got to stop number 5. They haven't been able to stop number 7, though. Now it's Ben who sets up in the backfield with him. Play action. Williams throws to the end zone. Caught, touchdown! Jacob Willis, 33-yard strike.
Just a great throw. Another great throw by Williams.
14-14. We've had some busy kickers just kicking off. Look at the points allowed all season and today in the first quarter. Ray Small looking for a place to run and can't find one. Again, pretty good coverage down there by the Illini. Let's check in again and get an update. Matt Weiner. Matt, on ABC against Oklahoma State. Here's Maurice Wells. Spins right into a tackle, maybe got a yard. Have to be unblemished to get there at least.
It looks like it's going to be that way again.
Oh, Maurice Wells. Beckman threw it out there, and Vontae Davis laid the lumber. And I'm glad they're both okay. At least Mo's up. Vontae's not.
Davis, I'll tell you, Vontae Davis never looked at the ball.
Oh, man. And Vontae trots up.
This is good. This is the defensive guy. He's the one that chose where to hit and how to hit, and he was the one that got slowed up a little bit, I'll say.
Vontae, a freshman All-American last year, just a second-year player, and again, a different angle. And Kapow, a play. 3rd and long for Todd Beckman. And he's in trouble in the pocket. Got away. And throws incomplete. But Ohio State is going to have to give it up. You know, that's old news that I was at Florida. It's never old news. It's the ball coach. Trapasso, the punt's a good one. Way back in great coverage. DeJuan Warren, and he got level. So this time they rotated both sides so he couldn't mess anything up. Old news. Juice Williams deep middle, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, and he had it and just couldn't hold it. He says it doesn't matter because it's just a straight line.
He doesn't know what's up anyway.
He doesn't know which end is it. Which.
No, he doesn't know which end is up.
Here's a blitz swing pass, and now there's a pass that was hurried that time, and Aurelius Ben, they still haven't gotten it in his hands, a big play freshman wide receiver. And now Laurinaitis brings the blitz up the middle. Williams floats that one. And Cumberland had a hand on it, but there's 3 straight and outs. And you always have to know where number 33 is if you're the opposing offense. This punt's going to take an Illini roll, and it stops right about the 24, the 23-yard line. That's where Ohio State likes it. They've already got 2 76-yard scoring drives today. He had 19 tackles in this game last year. Wells hit by Lehman and Antonio Steele.
You saw him do the lineups. He is an energetic young man.
Here's Wells on a counter. Beanie Wells across the 40 and a 1st down to the 43-yard line. Wells for 15 more. He got his degree in 3 years in communications, wants to be either a sports anchor or maybe an infomercial host. I don't know. I don't know what that, I know what that means, I guess. I tell you what, he's got the gift of gab, so he's halfway there.
Yeah.
Here he is before the ball game, as Bob was saying. And he gives his coach a chest bump. Backfield that's empty for Beckman now. Todd drops to throw, and now he's going to run with it. Oh, and he took a big shot at the 49-yard line. Here's Beckman on third down. And Ohio State's going to have to give it up again.
Reese and I both talked about offensive things, and this place is exploding.
Here's a punt. Fair catch called for and taken right at the 10-yard line. So that's where the Illini are going to get the football back at their own 10-yard line. Mendenhall's been unable to get anything going on the ground so far. He's got something going here. Rashard Mendenhall, first down, his best run of the day, almost 15 yards this season. One of the fine backs, along with Mike Hart and Beanie Wells and Javon Ringer and P.J. Hill. The Big Ten's got some good ones. No gain on that play. Laurinaitis, the captain, the junior captain for Juice Williams. Laurinaitis again shows him a little pressure, doesn't give it to him. And now Mendenhall gets very little on the left side, maybe a yard. Now the crowd trying to get in it for the Buckeye defense. Williams, across the middle, incomplete, probably just as well. Ben got a hand on it, and he would have been leveled had he caught it anyway, I think. Santella to punt.
Oh, he shanked it.
Oh, boy, did he ever. It does take an Illinois bounce, but it's going to be great field position for the Buckeyes right in front of their own bench. Hartline on the end around. He wants to throw it. Now he's going to tuck it and get what he can, and it might be a pretty good gain anyway. Got down to the 45-yard line, picked up 7.
Good discipline, defensive secondary.
With 12 minutes and change remaining in the first half. Wells, first down to the 38-yard line. Let's check in with Bonnie. At the 38, Ohio State, 20 straight conference wins. Going deep, Beckman just overshot Ballard, his big tight end, who stretched out and just couldn't quite get to it.
I'm saying before he threw it, this guy was open.
Second down, they go back to the ground, and no gain, maybe a yard. And the Monday conference call. Third down and long.
The daily conference call.
Number 88, that's a 5-yard penalty.
First penalty of the ball game.
Third down.
Two tight ends. Hartline again will come in motion toward the ball. Beckman in the pocket, in trouble, and down he goes. Boy, great pressure that time by the Illini, and Jerry Brown led the charge. He gets the sack. A.J. Trapasso to kick. Hangs it up a mile in the air. And it's going to let this one go, and it's going to make the end zone. First down at the 20-yard line. Illinois tied with the number 1 team in the country. Here with 9:51 remaining in the first half. Mendenhall trying to stiff arm his way to a gain and got maybe one again. Larry Grant, the outside linebacker, stayed with him. Laurinaitis came over and gave him some help. Inside handoff this time, and boy, it's tough sledding. I mean, you just have a hard time running against this Ohio State defense. Laurinaitis and Larimore combined on the stop. He's got a lot of logic and a lot of laying you out when he gets there.
Here he comes.
Slants, caught, first down, Illinois.
That's just a good play all around. The defense had a blitz coming. The quarterback saw it and ran through the slant before the blitzers could get there.
Got it to Joe Morgan. And now they go with a hurry up again, and they snap it in a hurry. Now the option. Williams trying to cut up inside, and this is going to be one of his better runs today. Juice gets to the 40. On On 2nd and 3, Williams, he wants it all. Long ball out here for Morgan. Collision, and no flag.
That's just incidental contact.
And here you see Donald Washington, and he's actually got the lead, and then the contact right there, and he was slow to get up. He really hit the field turf hard.
It looks like maybe a hip or the wind got knocked out of it.
Dufresne is in the backfield with Williams right now. Remember, he had an 80-yarder earlier to set up the Illini's first touchdown.
Nobody in the middle of the field.
Williams taking his time now. Mendenhall in motion. Williams zips it across the middle. The ball in and out. Laurinaitis has got it. Now they're going to say incomplete.
Had all 11 guys up within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Santella got the kick away, and it's a good punt. Way back at the 13 is Ray Small. Ray's trying to give some ground to gain some ground. I don't think he's going to get there. Goes down about where he caught it, the 13-yard line, roughly. First 6 possessions, we had 4 touchdowns, and now the defenses are starting to tighten up a little bit. 7:36 remaining in the half. Wells, no gain on that play. Might have lost a little bit of yardage. How do you tackle a guy that's a ghost? You can't even see him. 2nd down and long. Beckman rolling to throw. Todd's running out of time. Finally lets it go and just threw it away. Set to throw, maybe. Got it away across the middle, and it's complete to Robisky.
That's the first catch since the first drive for Robisky.
Wow. Ohio State here trying to regain the lead before halftime. 6 minutes. Last year he had 152 tackles on the season. Came in with 102 into this one. Here's a toss sweep. Ball's out, and Wells just falls on it wisely.
Ohio State has been 4th down or longer, or 3rd down and 10 or longer.
And they're going to be longer. And they're going to be a flag for holding, and they'll decline that and make them give it up. And DeJuan Warren, if he can field this, should get pretty good field position. And he's got to back up, get out of the way. It takes an Illinois bounce. And this is going to be the best starting field position for the Illini at the 48-yard line.
He ran about for 600 yards one night.
On a Monday night.
Yes.
Here's Mendenhall cutting it outside and gets into Ohio State territory as he got to the 47. 2nd down at 5. Just under 4 minutes to go in the half. Option. Williams will keep. Picked up 2. Vernon Golston. 3rd down and a long 3. An important 3 if Illinois wants the lead before halftime. Mendenhall off the right side. He's going to be about a yard shy, I think. Marcus Freeman made the stop. All right, so we're all thinking differently. Right now they got 3 wideouts to the top of your screen, and Juice Williams in the gun. And they're waiting. And as Bob Greasy would say, we're waiting. And they snap it. And it's Mendenhall. Mendenhall, first down on the run, down the sideline. And the sweater vests loose to the 17. 25-yard pickup for Mendenhall, his biggest run of the day. Down to the 18. First down, Illinois. Trying to take the lead on #1 Ohio State on their home field before halftime. Mendenhall left side this time. And he cartwheels down to the 14-yard line. Bonnie? That's pretty nice. The whole Mendenhall family in Champaign. Mom, Sybil, and his sister Vanessa's in high school there as they move to Champaign to be with the guys. And now Ben keeping his balance. That's his first catch. And with the first catch, he's got it 1st and goal for Illinois. Dufresne in the backfield with Williams. 1st and goal for the Illini.
Here they come.
Dufresne gets the carry straight ahead. Might have gotten a yard. Ran into Marcus Freeman right away. And we're under a minute.
And they just want to run the clock out so Ohio State before the half, they don't get the ball back when they score.
Ohio State's defense on its heels today compared to seasonal average. They've already seen the Illini top that. 2nd and goal, Illinois. Williams drops to throw. To the corner, touchdown! Got it to Brian Gamble. So a gamble about 3 plays ago pays off, and the Illini have a touchdown.
There was about 6 guys crossing from right to left and left to right, and the defensive backs got picked off.
Wow, the gutsy call on 4th down.
Yes.
And then That gamble paid off, and so did number 26, Brian Gamble, the freshman, an 8-yard touchdown pass, and Illinois leads top-ranked Ohio State 21-14. 3 in this game in the first half, and now just 17 seconds remaining. Squib kick takes a while to get there, picked up at about the 12 by Ray Small. And Ohio State only has 12 seconds left before halftime.
There haven't been very many times this year where Ohio State has been tested.
Beckman will take a knee. Final play of the first half. They were tested a little bit against Wisconsin last week. They were behind in that game. They had to battle their way back and win. They had a sensational second half. They're going to have an even better second half, maybe at home here today. The Illini now get the ball first to start the third quarter. Petrie's kick will be fielded at the 10 by Willis, who has a touchdown reception today. Jacob Willis winding through traffic, and Willis gets out to about the 28-yard line. That's where Juice Williams and the Illinois offense will go to work first to start the third quarter in the second half. You'll notice that Paul McGuire's not with us. We'll tell you why in a minute. Juice Williams with 3 touchdown passes comes up firing to start the quarter and got it out to Brian Gamble at about the 29-yard line.
He said this team really feels like this is their year, and they're a lot better than people give them credit for. And whenever they've had the lead this year at halftime, Brad, they've won.
7-0 going to the locker room. And now this opening drive of the third quarter, vital always for both teams, it seems, but probably more important for the Ohio State defense. And they're equal to the task on that handoff.
You know, you guys aren't funny. You know, when you told me that we're going to move everything to the end zone, I didn't know I was going to be this high. I'm getting a nosebleed.
He'll watch from behind Juice Williams on a 3rd down and 4. Ohio State showing blitz. Williams stands in across the middle, incomplete. Checkwell made the hit. From Paul's view, the punt from Santella. Running up on it in a hurry at the 41 is Small, and he's still on his feet, and now it's going to be great field position for Ohio State. A 16-yard return of a short punt, and they're in Illinois territory. A big-time number here to open up this half. Nope, they're going to keep it on the ground, and it's going to be a loss of 1. Jay Lehman has come to play, the middle linebacker. 4 wide receivers on 2nd down and 11 for Todd Beckman. Throws wide opens Robisky, and Robisky short of the first down by about a yard.
Let's see how Ohio State faces this adversity.
And right now, they're trying to play like it here early in the third quarter. 3rd down and a yard. And the hitting is intense. Marcus Thomas with a tackle.
You guys ought to come up here, and I'll go back over there where it's warm.
They're coming at you on 4th down and a yard, Paul, and it's Maurice Wells. And I don't know. Illinois saying no, but I think his second effort got him the first down. Lehman and Walker made the stop. It's a first down on a 4th and 1. You can see everything develop from where Paul McGuire is right now. Beckman, he's trying to develop something in the backfield. Down the sideline is Small, kind of a dangerous pass, and it's incomplete. There's the Mr. Buckeye. Chris Wells back as Beckman throws complete to Small inside the 25, but short of the first down, I think, by about a yard. And jumping is Jerry Brown. I don't know if he was drawn offside or not.
Prior to the snap, false start.
He was.
Offense, number 74. That's a 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
And some of the young guys have followed his lead. He does it by example. He's not afraid to talk in the locker room. That time he just made a mistake. With the throw complete, big collision at the 21-yard line. Sanzenbacher, the freshman, made the catch. And that's a first down. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. First down, Ohio State trying to tie this thing up in the third quarter. Beckman is going to run with it. And is going to be dragged down by Will Davis, I beg your pardon. A pickup of 2. 5 minutes into the third quarter. 9th play of the Ohio State drive. They haven't gone far yet Wells had a 19-yard touchdown earlier in the game. He's got it down inside the 15 to the 14. Jay Lehman again in on the stop.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it's getting warm here with the little bulbs lighting up. But I'll tell you what is amazing is when you see these holes open up from this end zone, I mean, they come straight at you. You know who's going to make the play before they make it.
I've seen him lit up a few times.
I have too.
Yeah.
Here's Wells on a toss sweep. The cutback, a nice one, and he's inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, Ohio State. And now Maurice Wells is writhing in pain, and the helmet comes off. And holding the back of his right leg, and already Beanie Wells is out there taking the field. I don't know, maybe it's his left leg. I thought he was holding the back of his right leg. Now it looks like it's his shin or maybe a knee on the left side. It isn't supposed to go that way, at least not quite that far. We got a timeout as Wells limps off. Ohio State trying to limp into a tie. Ohio State first and goal at the Illinois 9. Beanie Wells back at the tailback spot for the Buckeyes.
Got a freshman down here, Bradley.
That's the call, and only got about a yard. Britton Miller made the stop. And you would think if they're going to throw it, this is a down to throw it. Robisky and Hartline look like they're both going to trot out to the left side. Hartline hasn't caught anything since the first quarter. He's the slot man. And the freshman Sanzenbacher to the bottom of your screen. Second and goal, Ohio State. Beckman throws it out, complete to Hartline, but Lehman's there.
Just too much speed on that Illini defense. And then mainly in the name of Jay Lehman. And he beats the block and gets the tackle. He's just a bright, smart player.
Beanie Wells trots way out here to the right side as a wide receiver. Third down and goal. Beckman in trouble. Todd's trying to scramble around to find some time. Throws to the end zone. Tipped. And it's intercepted.
Picked off.
Intercepted in the end zone on the ricochet by Antonio Steele. Marcus Thomas got a hand on it, and Steele swipes it in the back of the end zone. Well, Illinois with the interception. It's got the ball back. Only the second red zone turnover for Ohio State all year. Williams throws way high, and that one was almost picked off.
All right, your offense is struggling, so Ohio State defensively come up with some plays, get a pick, and make something happen. Get some good field position for your offense.
And there had only been a couple here all year, and those two were Wisconsin last week.
Well, 7 all, but only two here in the shoe.
On the run, and a first down run. It is. A little quarterback at Wesleyan High School in Atlanta. Now he's the tailback at Air Force, and they're leading Notre Dame today. We'll get back to it in just a second. I might have to do calls because I think he's on his way back over from the scoreboard. Second down at 10. Williams taking his time. And on the run. Great fake, and then took it himself for 9 more. And that's the ingredient, Grease, you and I and Paul were talking about at halftime. Ohio State's just a little bit on their heels because he can run so well.
Right there, he just fooled the defensive end on the outside.
And the hurry-up offense nets another first down. And if anybody thought this was going to be a day at the beach on the banks of the Olentangy, think again. Illinois by a touchdown here in the third quarter. Williams again cuts it up to about the 49. Marcus Freeman knocked him off his feet. Great pictures of these beautiful stadiums and cities that we're in every weekend. Second down and 5 at the 49 for the Illini. Down to 5 minutes in the third. Williams play action. Throws. Oh, what a catch. Brian Gamble, who had a touchdown just before halftime, and the freshman laid out for that one.
Well, you're right, Brad. It was a great catch. And a big play. They're moving the chains.
15-yard pass play to Gamble. First and 10, Illinois. Williams has a look over to the Illini sideline. And now gives it off on the left to Mendenhall. And Mendenhall got inside the 32-yard line. Bonnie, he was probably only drinking juice for a few days after that shot. Second, a long 5.
Down the middle.
Williams down the middle, wide open man. Touchdown, Illinois. Wilkins for the score, a 31-yarder, and Juice, for the 4th time today, finds a different receiver. Again, the crowd is in a stunned silence. It's Illinois 28, number 1 Ohio State 14. Paulie, did you have a nice trip over there?
Yeah, I got hit with 100 hot dogs.
Here's the kick. Taken at the 10 by Ray Small. And he's level as he got to about the 24-yard line. First down at the 24. Both of the Ohio State touchdown drives have started from the 24. Beckman, he's going to take off on first down, and he's got a whole bunch of room. Todd Beckman cuts back to the middle. He's all the way to the 41-yard line. There's a career-long run.
Don't get too fancy. Take what you can get and then get down. The Ohio State Buckeyes back from 2 touchdowns down. 2 touchdowns behind you.
They haven't done it this year. They haven't had to. Now he comes up throwing on first down. It is complete. Tyler Whaley, sometime fullback, sometime tight end. And Jay Lehman made the stop. Jim Tressel on the sideline. His team with 2:40 left in the third quarter, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Their unblemished record on the line, a chance for a national championship, is very much in jeopardy right here this afternoon. Deontay Johnson, one of the captains, playing his final game on this field. Nice play fake. Beckman wants the long ball, incomplete. Intended for Corey Nickel, the tight end.
He had him to the inside, and he threw the ball to the outside.
Whaley to fullback, Beanie Wells the tail. 4th and a yard. Ohio State. Wells got the first down and then some. Down to the 29. They'll move the sticks at the Illini 29-yard line. 2 tight ends set now. Wells follows his blockers well and got about 5, almost 6.
He got a block in the hole. Wells just followed him in.
We saw Beanie go for 221 about 3 weeks ago against Michigan State.
Michigan State.
He's had 3 huge games in a row. He's having to fight for yardage this afternoon and tonight, and he goes again for a first down. And Maurice Wells, remember, was banged up earlier, so now it's Beanie, and here he goes. Wells, touchdown! (28-21). And now the Buckeye faithful is starting to warm up here as we're just short of the 4th quarter. 76-yard drives on all 3 touchdowns. I told you they love the 24-yard line to start things.
Well, if they have to punch, they'll go run back to the 24.
Run to the 24, take a knee.
We just had the number 1 team in the nation down by 14 points at home in the 3rd quarter, and they came back.
Great kick, 3 yards deep. And Willis will take a knee, and Illinois will start at the 20 after we check in with Matt Weiner, New York. Matt, here it's a 1-touchdown game again. And the Buckeye fans making noise at the shoe for their defense. Williams, the option pitch. Mendenhall. And he got about 5 tough ones. Laurinaitis got over there to make the hit.
If you're Illinois offensively, you keep on doing what you've been doing. Mike Loxley, the offensive coordinator, has done a great job. He's been known as a great recruiter, both he and Ron Zook, but he's done a great job calling the plays here this afternoon.
Final seconds of the 3rd quarter. 28-21 Illinois. The 4th quarter is set to start. 28-21 Illinois. 2nd down and 4. Williams on the give. Mendenhall got out for some positive yardage. And still, he doesn't have that many passing yards, but he does have 4 all-important touchdowns. And there's an all-important Mendenhall run. Right on cue, Marcus Freeman brings him down, but he's got a first down. Fitz
get crazy, going crazy, Drives him nuts.
Jim Haycock said actually Akron and Kent probably had more of the spread offense than what they saw with Northwestern, which kind of spreads it out and then tries to run the ball. But they got their hands full here. This looks more like an Oregon team, the way Illinois is playing. Only about a yard gain on that one.
To give the pass protection, nobody gets close to him.
We'll go back to that play because Illinois went with the quick huddle and the quick snap. 3rd down and 3. Mendenhall to Juice Williams right.
Corner blitz.
Williams in trouble. Flushed out of the pocket, finds the handle and the run, and he's got a 1st down. Boy, he had to use every ounce of his effort, and he almost dropped the ball, and he got 5 yards on 3rd and 3. And that drops back on a 1st and 10, gives it off to Dufresne, and Dufresne's had a big day out to the 50-yard line. He's over 100 yards rushing. Of course, 80 of it came on one play.
Let me repeat this. Ohio State came into the ball game. Their defense was ranked number 1 in the nation in total defense and number 1 in scoring defense. 3rd against the run and 2nd against the pass. They're just allowing Illinois offensively just to push them all around the field.
I said to Bob at halftime, sometimes it takes a perfect game. So far, that's almost what they've got going here. And Dufresne's got another 1st down. Now he officially went over 100. I jumped the gun. He had 98 before that carry. Win streaks on the line, a lot more than that on the line. The national championship hopes of Ohio State on the line in the last 11 minutes here. Dufresne got the corner, barely. Marcus Freeman knocked him off his pins. And the natives are getting restless a little bit here. This is the 94th meeting between these two teams. The last 2 times against a top-ranked Buckeye team, Illinois lost 23-16 in overtime, 17-10 last year. Now they've got the touchdown lead and trying to hold on to it. Williams lost it and incomplete. Williams on a 3rd down and long. Flushed, flags down. He completes the pass, but it's going to be a holding call, I'm sure. Flags thrown in the backfield, and there's been almost no penalties today in this game, really, no matter who you're talking about.
Holding, offense number 69. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. It remains 3rd down.
3rd down and a bunch, 17. Ohio State 3-man rush. Just going to slip it out, see if Mendenhall can do it himself. And he's not going to be able to. Swarmed under by the Buckeye defense.
Continues to play well here today and tonight.
Santella's punts. It'll be fielded at the 10 by Hartline. And Hartline got about 7 on the return. .23 to play as they tailgate outside the stadium. There's a lot of broken beer cups. Going to be a lot of broken hearts unless the Buckeyes can come from behind a win on their home field today on Senior Day. Out to the 20-yard line on the run is Beanie Wells. We go out to Matt Weiner in New York. Matt, 2nd down and 8. Todd Beckman in trouble, trying to run out of it, and he's got a 1st down and more. Boy, his runs today have been sensational.
Yes, they have.
As soon as he sees it, he goes.
Ohio State with all kinds of time, all their timeouts. Beckman to throw on 1st down. Airing it out. Long ball, and it's intercepted at the 24 by Marcus Thomas. Threw into double coverage on the deep ball, and Illinois got it back.
It's the same type of throw that he's made before, and Hartline and Robisky have gone up and made the play.
Remember, Thomas was in there for Vontae Davis, who was injured earlier, and here's the true freshman making the play Bob talking about.
Yeah.
Well, he also throws this ball into double coverage. Watch this. Look at the safety. The safety reads it. He gets back to help because he has the inside, and then Marcus Thomas makes the interception. That's great team play.
Illinois, even though they didn't score on their last drive, chewed up 5 minutes. They'd like to chew up about 8:09 right here.
Robisky has got to at least come back to that ball and make sure that the defensive back doesn't intercept it.
Illinois from the 24. Mendenhall got maybe 3.
This Ohio State defense has got to make something happen. Got to get a turnover.
The Illini second down and 7 from just inside their own 27.
Here they come.
Williams throws, completes, and it's out to Hudson. Last win versus a ranked team, I was in diapers. And no gain on that play. Might be just inches shy, it appears, of the first down.
That ball has to get over the 34-yard line. The question is now, where do they mark that thing?
I think it's a hair short, but
they marked it right on it?
They might have to bring the sticks out for this one. And that's exactly what we'll have. So the most important measurement of the day is at hand.
He does make it. It's only, he didn't, but I was going to say by the nose of the ball. Look at this. Now what do you do?
Oh, boy.
Okay, Grease, you're the court. Hey, I'm throwing it in your court.
You punt it. They don't do that.
Come on.
Illinois has had 13 third down situations, and 8 of them have been 3rd and 4 or less. That just tells you that they're always falling forward. They're not in any 3rd and long situations, which I don't like, and the quarterbacks don't like.
All right. They're going to call a timeout, I think, to talk things over. 4th down and about 2 inches. Play of the day, Juice Williams. He's got it. First down, second time. Ron Zook has gone on 4th down today, and he's got them both.
Ron Zook's just a good recruiter. I mean, he can't coach. He's just a good recruiter.
And for you folks just joining us, that's just sarcasm dripping off Mr. Greasy.
No, he has done a great job turning this Illinois program around.
First down for the Illini at the 35. Mendenhall trying to spin his way outside. Got about 2. Laurinaitis makes his 10th tackle of the ball game. Dufresne comes up to Juice to get the snap count. On a 2nd down and 8. Under center, Juice Williams. He hadn't been there much today. And Dufresne goes down in a heap.
Did you say 4 touchdown passes for Juice?
Wanted Mendenhall out of the game, and they took him out, basically.
You remember last year and years past, as long as there's games to be played, teams lose.
Ohio State has got to have this 3rd down stop because we're down to 5 minutes to go in the game. Juice Williams keeps it on the option, and he's got a first down. Oh, boy, and you can see the reaction of Jim Tressel. He knew they needed that stop right there. First down run out to midfield. 3rd time, fellas, that Juice has run for a first down on 3rd down in this half. Now they stand him up after he got maybe to the 48-yard line, and they rough him up as Laurinaitis and Coleman. 2nd down and 9 at the Ohio State 49. Williams gives off. Dufresne, and he's just looking for a place to land. He is going to lose a yard. Let's check in with John Saunders in New York. John. 3rd down and 10, Illinois. Seems like Juice Williams has come up with a play just about every time they've had a big 3rd down in the second half. He'd have to get all of this one. And has to get it to the 40 of Ohio State for a first down. He's going to run the quarterback draw. Juice Williams, and he's got another one.
Another first down, a big, huge play.
Watch him run. He boom, back. It's a quarterback like a draw play. That middle opens up. Look at the blocking in the hole in the middle of the field.
It's just good. Yeah, it's good play calling offensively. And the offensive line box the best players in the country, being Laurinaitis.
Now Mendenhall. And Mendenhall takes it down to the 33. And we are under 3 minutes to go in Columbus. If you just joined us, Illinois 28, number 1 Ohio State 21. The chance for a perfect season, the chance for a national championship shot for Ohio State for the 2nd straight year is in serious jeopardy at the Horseshoe in Columbus.
Sorry, Nesbitt, this is another one of those over 5-minute drives again. We were talking about when they got it at 8:08.
2nd down and 4. Time is the Illini ally right now. Williams keeps it. And he is near the 30-yard line. 3rd down and 3. But it's been Juice Williams on 3rd and 7 and 3rd and 10 in this drive. It's picked up first downs. He's going to try to do it again. He's done it again. That might be the capper. He got 3 yards on 3rd and 2.
Remember at the beginning of this game, Grease was saying about how these guys lunge forward? Well, he just lunged forward, Juice Williams did, for the first down. Watch these guys all block. They all block down. Juice goes right up the middle. Look at him lean and go for the first down and get it.
Now he wants to use all of that play clock. It's under 2 minutes to play. Down to 7, 6, 5 on the play clock. And that's Mendenhall. He's going to be dropped in his tracks by Cameron Hayward. A 7-minute drive right here. He's under center. And again, there'll be no gain. But the clock is going to work its way under a minute. And the number 1 ranking and Ohio State's chances for a second straight game to play for a national crown is going to go by the boards on their home field, where they had won 28 straight, 18 in a row on this field, 20 straight games in Big Ten play. And Illinois ran off the last 8 minutes and 9 seconds off the clock, and they've upset the number 1 Buckeyes. The Illini win it over Ohio State 28-21 at the Horseshoe in Columbus.
Thanks for watching Illinois Football Classics. Be sure to check your local listings for future episodes.